Simon, a well-earned point this afternoon, but must have been times where you were scratching your head as how we've not come away with all three, really.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a case a few times this season where we've had the vast proportion of the game, possession-wise and chances-wise, but our point to point, away at Carlisle, it's no mean feat. The shame's come from, it was actually an own goal, looking at the coverage again, and a wide free kick where probably we've got to defend it a bit better. But overall, I think we can be proud of another good performance.
It's a fantastic first half in particular, full of energy, tenacity, no shortage of style as well. So much so that forced the opposition opposite number into a triple change at half time, which is quite rare.
Yeah, triple change and a change of formation as well. So it was indicative of the fact that we'd been bossing the game. The only thing, we were only 1-0 up at that stage, and we didn't really drive home the advantage as much as we could have been. But again, you can't be too disappointed with going in 1-0 up away at Carlisle. But I definitely think the last 4 or 5 games, even the 3-0 defeat the other night, you can't just judge it on that. From my point of view, you're looking at progression, because again, we went over the video clips from the other night. There's some really good passages of play. We've just got to transfer it, to the big picture. Looking at next few games, and Wembley in particular, and then next season, just continually try to get that bit better so that we're consistently winning games.
You say it was probably tough on the defence. Carlisle, very different threat with each half, very direct first half, bit of a different change after the break coming from the left. Contained them, very solid, and offered them very little apart from the goal.
Yeah, we've been really have been trying to concentrate on working hard, as in the units, to be really narrow, and that worked really well, obviously, against the 3, and even against the 4. We shifted across, and there were no gaps there. From my point of view, looking across at the back line, I thought the organisation is getting better each game. They're communicating a lot better, and acquitting themselves, with bravery, and we won on most of the first balls. Second balls we were landing on. Loic Erie was ridiculously good at that. Every ball that dropped, he was there. He was springing higher than any of their midfielders to dominate them, and across the board, I really couldn't complain.
Well, we were 1 up at half time. It could have been more, I guess. John Stead's goal early on ruled out. Did you get an explanation as to why that was the case?
I think the thought did touched it, but that Jack Muldoon had touched it into his path, but I've been told he hasn't. He didn't do, and it was one of those. I think he looked offside by his big toe, but we just didn't get that tight decision. Well, we did get given it, and then it's this reflective nonsense that I don't know what had changed really. Between the time where we were all celebrating, we looked even at the video. It wasn't imminent where they changed their minds. So whether it was appealing or whatever, we just we didn't go our way. But to be honest, we bounced back in style. A few minutes later.
Well done today, Sam. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers.